What if you ate peaches every day for 30 days? The hidden benefits will surprise you. We're about to embark on the craziest, juiciest, most insane 30-day challenge I've ever attempted. Forget building $1 million house or staying in a circle for 100 days. This challenge is all about transforming my body from the inside out, using nothing but this amazing fruit. I bought an entire truckload of peaches, literally thousands of them, just for this video. The goal? To see if eating one of these fuzzy, delicious fruits every single day can actually make a noticeable difference to my health. For the next 30 days, I'm going to document everything. My energy levels, my digestion, my skin, my weight, you name it, we're tracking it. I have a team of experts on standby, and we're going to be doing weekly check-ins to monitor every single change. This isn't just about eating a piece of fruit. It's a full-blown scientific experiment, and you guys are coming along for the ride. Will I get sick of peaches? Probably. Will it be worth it? That's what we're here to find out. This is the ultimate fruit challenge. We're pushing the limits to see what's possible. By the end of this video, you will know for certain if this simple habit can unlock unbelievable health benefits. I'm putting my body on the line so you don't have to. So grab a snack, preferably a peach, and settle in, because this is going to be an epic journey. Let's get started with day 1. All right, week 1 is officially in the books. And let me tell you, things are already getting interesting. The first few days were all about getting into the routine. Every morning, like clockwork, I'd grab a peach. Sometimes I'd eat it whole. Other times I'd slice it into a smoothie. I literally had peaches coming out of my ears. The first thing I noticed, and this was almost immediate, was a massive change in my digestion. You guys know I sometimes eat the craziest food for challenges, and my stomach doesn't always thank me for it. But this week, it felt like I had a super efficient system running inside me. Everything just felt smoother. It was like my digestive tract got a complete software update, and it was running faster and more efficiently than ever before. It was a bizarre but welcome change that I wasn't expecting so soon, but the digestion thing was just the beginning. The next big thing I noticed was hydration. I always try to drink a lot of water, but this week I felt hydrated on a whole new level. Peaches are packed with water, something like 89%, and my body was loving it. I felt less thirsty throughout the day, and my energy levels, which usually dip around 3 p.m., were staying surprisingly consistent. It was like having a natural built-in water bottle that also tasted amazing. I didn't feel that sluggish afternoon crash that usually sends me looking for caffeine. Instead, I was powered by pure, unadulterated peach juice. Who knew this little fruit was basically a natural energy drink? It was a game changer for my productivity, and we were only 7 days in. On top of that, I just felt healthier. It's a vague term, I know, but it's the best way to describe it. I did some research, and it turns out peaches are loaded with vitamins A and C. Vitamin C is a massive booster for your immune system, and vitamin A is crucial for vision and skin. It felt like I was giving my body a daily dose of exactly what it needed. Instead of a multivitamin pill, I was eating a delicious, fuzzy powerhouse of nutrients. I felt like I was building this invisible shield of health around myself, one peach at a time. My body was thanking me for swapping out a random snack for something so packed with goodness. The psychological effect was also huge. Just knowing I was starting my day with something so positive and healthy set a great tone for everything else. It's like, when you make one good choice, it becomes easier to make other good choices. So instead of reaching for a bag of chips later, I'd find myself grabbing an apple or some nuts. This one simple habit was creating a ripple effect across all my other daily habits, pushing me towards a healthier lifestyle without me even really trying. It was crazy to see how one small change could have such a big impact on my mindset. So, to recap week 1, my digestion is running like a finely tuned machine, I'm more hydrated than a fish, and I'm pumping my body full of essential vitamins. Honestly, for just 7 days, the results are already way more significant than I predicted. I went into this thinking it would take the full 30 days to feel anything, but the immediate effects have blown me away. If this is what happens in just 1 week, I absolutely cannot wait to see what's going to happen in week 2. The experiment is a success so far, and my excitement is through the roof. Welcome to the Week 2 update. If I thought Week 1 was impressive, Week 2 took things to a whole new level. The changes this week were less about how I felt on the inside, though that was still great, and more about what I could see on the outside. The first and most shocking change was my skin. My camera crew even noticed it. They were like, "Dude, are you using a new filter?" No filter, guys, just the power of the peach. My skin, which can sometimes look a bit dull from long editing sessions and crazy video shoots, started to look genuinely fresher. It had a certain glow to it that I hadn't seen before. It felt smoother, more hydrated, and just looked healthier. It was like I was getting a natural facial every single day. This visible change was a huge motivator. It's one thing to feel better, but it's another thing entirely to see the proof right there in the mirror. The vitamins A and C I mentioned last week are apparently miracle workers for skin health, fighting off damage and helping to build collagen. I was basically eating my skincare routine, and it was working better than any expensive cream I've ever tried. It felt incredible to see a physical manifestation of the positive changes happening inside my body. This wasn't just a feeling anymore. It was visible, undeniable proof that this challenge was working. The peach glow-up was in full effect. Next up, my immune system. This is where it gets really crazy. A couple of people on my team caught a cold this week. Normally, with my crazy schedule and lack of sleep, I'm the first one to get sick. If someone sneezes in the same zip code, I catch it. But this week, I felt like I had a fortress around me. I was working closely with the sick crew members, in the same rooms, for hours on end, and I felt nothing. Not a single sniffle. My immunity felt like it had been supercharged. That daily dose of vitamin C was clearly paying off, turning my immune system into an impenetrable wall. I felt invincible, ready to take on any germ that dared to cross my path. And then there was this feeling of lightness. It's hard to explain, but my body just felt less heavy, less bogged down. I wasn't necessarily losing a ton of weight on the scale, but I felt more agile and less bloated. Peaches are great for helping to flush out toxins and reduce water retention, and I was really feeling that effect. It was like I had shed a layer of sluggishness that I didn't even know I was carrying around. Moving around felt easier, and I had a spring in my step that wasn't there before. It was a subtle but profound change in my physical being. So by the end of week 2, I was practically a new man. I had glowing skin, an immune system made of steel, and a body that felt light and energetic. The combination of the internal benefits from week 1 and the external changes in week 2 was staggering. I was becoming a true believer in the power of the peach. This challenge was turning from a fun experiment into a legitimate life hack. The results were so good, I was almost scared to see what would happen next. Could it get any better than this? I was fired up to find out in week 3. We are now entering week 3, and this is where the benefits started to feel deep and foundational. We moved beyond skin and digestion and into the core systems of my body. The first thing my health trackers started picking up on was related to my heart. My resting heart rate was slightly lower, and my blood pressure, which is always healthy, was in an even better range. I felt a sense of calm and stability in my chest. Peaches are rich in potassium, a mineral that is absolutely essential for regulating blood pressure and maintaining a healthy heart. It felt like I was actively protecting my most vital organ with every single bite. This wasn't just about feeling good day to day. This was about long-term health. The feeling of strength wasn't just in my heart, it was in my bones. Now, this is obviously not something I can see or feel directly, but the science is there. Peaches contain vitamin K and phosphorus, which are both crucial for maintaining bone density and strength. Knowing that I was fortifying my skeleton felt incredible. For someone who does a lot of physical challenges, having a strong frame is non-negotiable. I felt like I was building a more resilient, more durable version of myself from the inside out. It was like upgrading my body's internal scaffolding, making it stronger and more capable of handling whatever crazy stunt I decide to pull next. Then came the most surprising benefit of week 3, a noticeable reduction in inflammation. I often get sore muscles and joint aches from my more physical video shoots. It's just part of the job. But this week, my recovery time felt way faster. The usual aches and pains were significantly dialed down. Peaches have anti-inflammatory properties thanks to their antioxidants, and I was experiencing those effects firsthand. It was like having a natural, built-in pain reliever. I felt less stiff in the mornings and more flexible throughout the day. This reduction in inflammation made a huge difference in my overall comfort and physical well-being. This week felt like a turning point. The benefits were becoming less about immediate sensations and more about building a fundamentally stronger, more resilient body. I was protecting my heart, strengthening my bones, and fighting inflammation all at once. The cumulative effect of eating a peach every day for 21 days was creating a profound sense of wellness that permeated every aspect of my physical health. I felt like I was operating at a higher baseline, a new normal that was stronger and more robust than before. This challenge was truly transforming me from the cellular level up. I was no longer just a guy eating peaches for a video. I was a walking, talking testament to their power. The evidence was undeniable, both in how I felt and what the data was showing. My body was being rebuilt, reinforced, and protected in ways I never imagined possible from a simple fruit. The thought of what the final week could bring was almost overwhelming. We had already come so far, but I had a feeling the biggest surprises were yet to come in the final stretch. Week 4. Let's see what you've got. This is it, the final week of the challenge. Week 4, and honestly, the results are just getting ridiculous now. This week, the theme was all about youthfulness and balance. The anti-aging effects, which started with my skin in week 2, went into overdrive. It wasn't just about a glow anymore. Fine lines around my eyes seemed less noticeable. My skin felt plumper and more elastic. The antioxidants in peaches are famous for fighting free radicals, which are the little villains that cause aging. I felt like I was actively turning back the clock. I was drinking from the fountain of youth, and it tasted sweet, juicy, and a little bit fuzzy. The transformation was so real, I felt like Benjamin Button. But instead of a weird magical clock, my secret was a peach. The next massive change was in my weight. Not that I was trying to lose weight, but my body seemed to find its perfect, natural balance. My weight stabilized in a healthy range, and I felt lean and strong. This wasn't from dieting. I was eating normally aside from the daily peach. It seems peaches are great for metabolism because of compounds called flavonoids. They help increase metabolic rate and promote fat oxidation. I wasn't bloated, I wasn't sluggish. My body felt like an efficient, well-oiled machine that knew exactly how to process energy. It was effortless weight management, a side effect I never anticipated, but was more than happy to receive. But the most powerful effect of this final week was the surge of youthful energy I felt. It was different from the energy boost in week 1. This was a deeper, more sustained vitality. I was waking up before my alarm, feeling refreshed and genuinely excited to start the day. That 3 p.m. slump was a distant memory. I felt mentally sharp, creative, and driven. It was a clean, vibrant energy that lasted all day long. It was the kind of energy you remember having as a kid, where you could just run around all day and never get tired. I felt like I could film 3 videos in one day and still have energy to spare. This challenge has been a revelation. Over 30 days, I have systematically upgraded my entire body with nothing but a simple, delicious fruit. From my digestion to my skin, from my bones to my energy levels, every single aspect of my health has improved in a measurable way. It's the single most effective and surprisingly easy health challenge I have ever undertaken. The consistency of doing one small, healthy thing every single day created a snowball effect of positive changes that completely transformed how I look and feel. It's not an exaggeration to say this has been life-changing. Looking back at the mountain of peach pits I've accumulated, I can say with 100% certainty that this experiment was a colossal success. The hidden benefits I talked about at the beginning weren't just real, they were more powerful than I ever could have dreamed. I started this as a fun video idea, and I'm ending it as a complete convert. The humble peach is, without a doubt, a superfruit, and I am living proof of its incredible power. The 30-day challenge is over, but my habit of eating peaches definitely is not. So there you have it. 30 days, 30 peaches, and a total body transformation that I still can't quite wrap my head around. We improved digestion, hydration, skin, immunity, heart health, bone strength, and energy levels. It's been an absolutely wild ride, and the results speak for themselves. This journey proved that sometimes the simplest changes can have the most profound impact on our health. You don't always need expensive supplements or complicated routines. Sometimes, all you need is a commitment to one small positive habit. This challenge has been one of the most rewarding things I've ever done on this channel. Did you know that peaches are known as the fruit of calmness in Chinese culture, symbolizing longevity? After these 30 days, I completely understand why. I feel calmer, stronger, and more vibrant, like I've added years to my life. I want to thank every single one of you for coming on this journey with me. Your support and comments kept me motivated every single day, even when I thought I couldn't possibly look at another peach. But now, I want to pass the challenge on to you. Try it for yourself and see what happens. If you were blown away by this transformation and want to see more insane challenges like this, make sure you like this video, share it with someone who needs a health boost, and subscribe for more fruit challenge transformations. Let me know in the comments what fruit I should try next for 30 days. Apples, bananas, the crazier the better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.